Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm here with Dave East. I'm at the new store from the deli. Make sure you come cop all your gear. It's official. Check me out on. Tell them where I'm at, man.
Unique Mecca Audio. Make sure y'all follow my brother on YouTube. Them prison stories is crazy. Lock in, you heard?
You know what it is. You know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm here. I'm gonna tell you another little Jamaican story with a little prison story. I'm gonna mix this up. I think y'all gonna enjoy this a lot. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely gonna enjoy this a lot. All right? This is about my man Kilo. You know, my man, you know, he's Jamaican. You know what I mean? He from out California. You know, he one of the first Jamaican Crips out there. You know what I mean? My man Kilo. You know, big shout out to Kilo, Kaz, you know, Sea-Dog, you know, Creep, you know what I'm saying? Big U, you know, everybody out there. You know, this the rolling 60s, you know what I mean? The homie ran with Nipsey, you know, Hussle. So I'm gonna give you all this one. So this is Jamaican Nipsey Hussle, you know what I mean? Crenshaw, you know what I mean? This little bit of everything mixed in one. So now, my man Kilo, you know what I mean? Being a prison story, we gonna start from prison. I meet your brother in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna mix it around. I'm gonna do what I do because that's how I do. So just enjoy the story and enjoy the flow. My man Kilo, I'm in Atwater, California. I meet my man. I'm with my man Solo. Big shout out to Solo, official brother. You know what I mean? Jamaican brother had one long dread going down the back that he used to put in a sock. He got like a oversized sock when his dreads got longer. He took a scully and he put it in the scully and, you know, put it right behind his dread when he walked, you know, because at first he used to have the one dread sticking up on the top, just one big long dread sticking up on the top. When he walked, the joint bounced. And this how he walked through the prison all the way from Atlanta to Lewisburg. You know what I mean? Official dude. That's Solo. You know what I mean? So I get there, Solo and Kilo on the compound in Atwater. So when they introduced me, you know, Solo said, yo, this is my man Kilo, you know what I mean? He a Jamaican. So, you know, and bring him to me because all the Jamaican them come together when you get there. And, you know, the man them mingle. You know what I'm saying? So me and Kilo is a Jamaican. You understand? But as we meet him as a Jamaican, me know what to say, all of the Yankee man them. You know what I said? No disrespect to them, I call them Yankee, but I saw with chop. You know what I said? So Kilo sitting there now, and he doing his thing. So I meet Kilo as a Jamaican. You know what I mean? So while we out there working out, we are chop Jamaican, and we are do our thing and them things there. And, you know, next thing you know, every time the Crip man them walk by them, you know, they must salute the man because he's my general. You know what I said? He's my general, you know, in the Crip organization. You understand? So Kilo sit there, my chilling, my doing things and I salute them back. And, you know, so one day I asked him and say, yo, I'll the Crip them, you know, I hear you up. So he said, nah, you know, I'm a Crip. And I'm like, man, you the first Jamaican Crip I ever met. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, you already know what it is. And you know what I mean? And, you know, we sitting there, we chilling, we working out. So now, as we going on, every time something happened, you know what I mean? With the Jamaicans, Kilo out there with his knives to hold down the Jamaicans. So I'm thinking he's Jamaican the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? Bottom line, I meet him as a Jamaican, he running with us Jamaicans and he doing what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how Kilo is. So Kilo official. Kilo was over there in 2A and I was over there in 3B. So, you know, and Solo was over there in 6A, 6B. You know what I mean? So, you know, we mingling every day. We got our little section in the yard that, you know, they know that's the little Jamaican section up there by the bathroom. You know what I mean? Over there in the baseball field. So that's where we go every morning. The three of us, we link up as yard man and we do what we out for do. You know? So now we working out, we doing our thing, we kicking it. I go in the unit with Kilo one day and I run into my man, you know, Larry Love. You know, if y'all from LA know Larry Love, tell Larry Love to get at me, man. Larry Love, good brother. You know what I mean? But, you know, I heard he just came home. Welcome home, Larry Love. I'm going to do an interview with Larry Love, you know what I mean, and bring him up here so you see what a real Crip, you know what I mean, look like. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, you know, they're fake Crips, but I'm saying I deal with real brothers. Just like there's a lot of real brothers watching this. You know what I mean? And they got fake New Yorkers and fake everything. But, you know, Larry Love, official OG. You know what I mean? So I'm just bringing y'all into the Crip world, you know, Jamaican world and all that. So we working out, we chilling. And every time something happened, Kilo there with his knife. So we, you know, we ain't got, I mean, come on, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? So now, we out there in the yard, we doing what we gotta do. And then here comes Kilo. So now that's how I meet Kilo. So now I'm gonna fast forward this because I don't want to make this too long. I know y'all like when I make them long, but you know what I mean? Y'all don't be cash apping. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm gonna just keep this to the point. But anyway, so I get on the phone. First I get on the YouTube. And I let them know I'm looking for my man C-Dog and Cass. You know what I mean? Two brothers from out there rolling 60's official. They roll with Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? So I tell the YouTube people, if anybody knows C-Dog and Cass, hit me up. And next thing you know, the homie Creep, you know what I mean? That's his name. No disrespect to him. So y'all know, everybody got all these street names. So the brother Creep, you know what I mean? He sees the video, he sends it to C-Dog. C-Dog hit me up, me and C-Dog reconnect. He put me with Cass, and we all chilling. You know what I mean? So now we chilling, and C-Dog, you know what I mean? And me talking, and he asked me about certain people from New York that he ran into that was good brothers like me, straight stand-up men. And, I'm asking him about California dudes that I'm looking for, like my man Revis. Anybody know where Revis at? You know what I mean? Get Revis to get at me. You know what I mean? That's another good stand-up brother, I was with Revis in Victorville. I was in Revis in Victorville right before I got released. We was 2 cells down. We used to hook up our little meals together. I used to cook my little Jamaican meal with the little seasoning and the curry and them things. Them coming out, buy curry from the chapel because I saw them and give them the local food every time they want to have a Jamaican festival. They make them order whatever they want to eat. See what I said? So them order whatever they want to eat. So them have to order Jamaican season them. So them order the local, the curry and them things there. So me get my local curry from the kitchen, Jamaican chapel, and we have to do what we have to do. But anyway, so let me get back to the story. So now we chilling, you know what I mean? And me and C-Dog kicking it every day on the phone. We reminiscing, I talk to his brother Cass, you know what I mean? They doing something with Big U. They doing their documentary, big shout out. That's going to be a success. Make sure you catch it. You know what I mean? Big Cass had a RICO, for bank robberies. You know what I mean? Where he used to set up bank robberies, send out the brothers to do what they had to do. You know what I mean? Allegedly, blah, blah, blah. But he did his time, so you already know what it is. I don't do no name dropping. I'm only name dropping because the brothers gave me the green light, you know what I mean, to do the name dropping. So now, we sitting there, and it's like, me and C-Dog kicking, and C-Dog say, man, my man Creep? I said, nah, I ain't running across Creep. He said, how about my man Kilo? I said, Kilo? I said, nah, I don't know no Kilo. He said, man, you got no Kilo. Kilo been in the system, I'm in here official. He said, nah, I ain't run across no Crip named Kilo. So now we talking, and the homie Creep calls. So when Creep calls, we talking, and he said, oh, Kilo here now. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't know Kilo. So he puts Kilo on the phone, and Kilo said, man, I know you Unique. I said, nah, I don't know you. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, I know you. Me and you was together. I said, all right, where was we together at? You know what I mean? And he said, we was in Atwater. I said, nah. I said, only CeeLo I know. You know what I mean? From Atwater was Jamaican. You know what I mean? And he said, I mean that man. I said, you? I said, nah, but they talking about a Crip. He said, I'm a Crip too. I said, nah. You know what I mean? So, I used to tease him that he was the first Jamaican Crip we ever met. So now I remember the brother. So me and Kilo kicking it. And, we get to reminiscing. I said, you remember Solo, blah, blah, blah. That's who introduced me to you when I got on the compound, and we talked about Solo. We reminisced and this and that. So now, out of nowhere, here goes Creep. You know what I mean? And my man, C-Dog. They say, nah, Jamaican. Let me tell you how they did it. You know what I mean? The brother Crip said, hold on, cuz. You know what I mean? You Jamaican? You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah. He said, man, I ain't never knew you was Jamaican. So we had a good laugh that, you know what I mean, the brother was Jamaican and that he was a Crip. You understand what I'm saying? So we laughing and we talking, and, it was like this crazy the way the whole thing played out, because they never knew he was Jamaican, and I forgot that he was a Crip, because like I said, the Crips used to hail him up. But he hung with me every day. Whenever the Jamaicans got into something, he was right there with me, and all the Jamaicans with our nines, first one on the line. Like a Jamaican. You know what I mean? Where a lot of times, I'm explaining to you how the politics in prison goes, so y'all don't do, think that this is glorified and y'all want to go to jail. You know what I mean? Because going to prison ain't nothing nice. I survived the 26 years, but I'm trying to prevent y'all from doing it. That's why I'm doing it. Hit that like button, subscribe button, subscribe to Unique Mecca Audio TV. Watch some of the videos. I need some watch time hours over there. All right? I'm going to build that back up so I can do my lives over there with the prison talk. But anyway, so the brother Kilo's sitting there, and he's telling me, yeah, man, I ran with the Crips, you know what I mean? I started off, he from 60th and 11th Avenue over there in the Slauson Crenshaw district. You know what I mean? He grew up with Nipsey Hussle, you know what I mean? Ran with Nipsey Hussle, you know what I mean? And this is Jamaican, you know what I mean? So could you figure that? A Jamaican running with Nipsey Hussle is a Crip. You know what I mean? Come on, I know y'all never thought of that, so don't even sit here telling me nothing crazy like you knew this and you knew that. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle ran with one of the first Jamaican Crips out there in California. You know what I mean? Official, brother. Everybody know me, OG. You know what I mean? So the California people watch it, they know what I'm talking about. They get a laugh of it. Yeah, the homie Kilo is Jamaican. You know what I mean? Ima 108. You know what I mean? I say, I saw we saying that Jamaican. Ima 108. You understand? So Kilo sitting there, and we talking, we laughing, and we reminiscing and all that. So we talking about a couple of little war stories. I'm gonna bring Kilo up here. We're gonna do an interview so you can meet Kilo. Y'all want to meet Kilo? Y'all say you want to meet Kilo in the likes, so Kilo know that y'all want to hear his story. But like I said, he come up from Jamaica with him on picnic, and come up with him on 2, and come up with me on 7. You understand what I say? Our people them, escaped the political war that was coming with Manly and Ciega. You understand what I said? So you already know. So you know how the shower posse, the Spanglers, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Kilo a Spangler. You know what I say? I'm come from Gully Posse. You understand? I'm from the, West Kingston over there, District 16. You know what I say? So, Kingston 16, them call it. You know what I say? So not to get confused when I say district. You know what I say? I saw it, I go. But anyways, Kilo a Spangler, me a Gully man. You understand? So we all in there mix and, everything Irish. But now, everybody bugging out that Kilo is Jamaican. None of them knew, so we on the phone laughing. All they kept saying, yo, cuz, I can't believe that, cuz. You Jamaican, cuz? And they laughing, and the guy can be like, yeah, I'm Jamaican. And like, you ain't never told us that, cuz. And we go back and forth, and we having a good time with Kilo with this. It was a good little sense of humor, a little something to laugh at to show how we go all the way back. But, you know what I mean? Kilo, like I said, he ran with Nipsey Hussle, did what he had to do, and whenever something happened, you know what I mean? He was right there, just like Larry Love. You understand what I'm saying? Always kept it cool. Big shout out to Vamp out there. You know what I mean? My man S. Capone. Anybody with nowhere S. Capone from Compton Crips, that's another good brother that I'm trying to catch up with. S. Capone from Compton Crips. You know what I mean? So y'all know. Like I said, I mix around with everybody, man. Because men recognize men. You understand what I'm saying? He used to run with another Compton Crip, Big Duke. Big shout out to Big Duke, another good brother. Reach out to me. You know what I mean? But these are the men from out there. You know what I mean? But back to the rolling 60s, Nipsey Hussle, Kilo, C-Dog, Cass, and Creek. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, he's from 60th and 11th over there in Slauson, Crenshaw District. So they doing their thing. He sent me pictures with him and Nipsey back in the day and all that. I might put a couple of them up here, let you see what they look like. But that's what it is, man. But you never know who's who and what's what, because we get picked up and get relocated to different geographical locations, and we have to hold it down. And you know how they say, as when in Rome, do as the Romans do. You understand what I'm saying? So the homie did as the Romans did, and he joined the Crips. You know what I mean? Just like we move up to Harlem, and I become a Harlemite. Big shout out to Homicide Lou. You know what I mean? AKA Lou Sims. You know what I mean? Let's not forget Ferris. You understand what I'm saying? Let's not forget Gangster Lou. Let's not forget Kevin Childs. You know what I mean? Let's not forget Peter Shue. I'm talking about our men from New York. You understand what I'm saying? And Peter Shue Jamaican. You know what I mean? Peter Shue Jamaican. That's the homie. You understand what I'm saying? So, we got Jamaicans mixing and everything. You already know how Jamaicans do. You know what I mean? But like I'm saying, back to the homie Kilo. Kilo out there, doing his thing. I ain't gonna say where he at, you know what I mean? Unless he wanted to be out there, he'll let y'all know when we do the interview. But Kilo out there doing his thing out west. And, they got a thing going on, Big Creep. Oh yeah, make sure you check out Big Creep. He got the embroidery joint where he put the logos like this with the embroidery. So don't go to the Europeans to get your joint done. We gonna go to Big Creep and get it done. We're going to put his address up there, email, Instagram and all that. And I'm going to interview, Big Creep so that, he can tell you all about how the rolling 60s roll and, how the Crips roll out there, the Bloods, and give you all a breakdown on, West Coast, living. So don't say I didn't tell you. You know what I mean? But hit that like button, man. And subscribe to Unique Mecca Audio TV and subscribe right here at Unique Mecca Audio. Subscribe. So that's where we at, man. So, I'm going to wait till I get, the big homie Kilo up here, and then I'm going to give you the little war stories with Kilo so Kilo could tell them himself. I know y'all love the way I tell them, but I want to interview my peoples, give them some shine because they deserve some shine because they men. You know what I mean? Men of honor, and they men that hold it down. You understand what I'm saying? But now we out there in California, and just a picture that the homie is a Jamaican. He used to go every day. Yo, the homie C-Dog said, man, you know what? The homies used to say that when Kilo was in jail, he used to put on, that Rasta hat, and he go to the Jamaican service. And they said like, oh, I think he practiced, that Rastafarian thing. You know what I mean? And they was all bugging like, cause on Saturdays we used to have our little religious service in the chapel, and the Jamaicans go. It was only 3 of us. Solo ran the joint. That's the elder. You know what I mean? So me and Kilo would be in there, and we'll bring a couple of our American friends, and we go in there and we burn the joint. And of course, like my man C-Dog was saying, that they were telling them that, you know, the big homie Kilo was always yelling, you know what I mean? Jah love, Jah bless, Jah this, Jah that. You know what I saying? Because I'm a Jamaican, but nobody never know say I'm a Jamaican. You understand what I said? So, you know, that's how it go, man. But I'm all the way out west, and I meet the first Jamaican Crip, man. I'm going to introduce him to you, bring him here on my platform so that y'all can ask him whatever questions on the wire for asking. You understand what I said? So, you know, that's how it is, man. So I'm just keeping it straight to the point. I'm letting you know this is an introduction to the big homie Kilo. You know what I mean? And that's where we going to go, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, whenever something happens, make sure y'all get in touch with Labby Love and my man Reeves for me. Those are, and S Capone and the big homie Duke. You know what I mean? Those is all official brothers. And like I said, S Capone and Duke, you know what I mean? They Compton Crips. You know what I mean? But, you know, when people get around me, all the differences aside, whatever's going on, and it is what it is, and we always there living love. Me and Kaz were doing our thing. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what me and Kaz were doing till I talk to Kaz, get the green light to do it, because, you know, I always get permission before I talk about any one of the brothers. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So I'm introducing y'all, you know what I mean, to California, the Crip life, and I'm gonna bring the Crips up here so they can tell you how they live. Instead of me saying they live like this, they live like that. Like I said, I don't need a name drop. My name is fire. You understand what I'm saying? My history is fire. You know what I mean? But now, you know, I'm going to bring them up there so they can say their name and their history, and you'll see that they fire too. You understand? So I'm not the only firefly one. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But me and Solo one day, I'm going to give you one. Me and Solo in the yard one day, and Solo older dude, and you know what I mean? I'm cut up, I'm working out, I'm doing pull-ups all off the soccer goal down there in the first field, but we up there in the baseball field. And one day, you know, Solo decided to challenge me in a racing match. This an old man, but he in good shape now. Get my roster, don't eat no meat and all that. And he just think that, you know, he's in better shape because I eat meat and he don't eat meat. You understand what I'm saying? Like you go in the kitchen, they got chicken day. That's the big day. Dudes sell chicken for 5 stamps to sell their chicken off the tray. And it hurt them to do that, but they do that because they want to put it together, get another 5 stamps, and go buy a cigarette. You understand what I'm saying? So they give up their chicken. But Solo used to give me his chicken every day. You know what I mean? Every Thursday chicken day. And on Wednesdays, he'd give me his hamburger. I make me a nice double hamburger. That's why when I came out, the first thing I wanted was a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. So McDonald's, y'all want me to do a commercial, I'll let you know. After 26 years, what I was craving was a McDonald's joint. So if anybody from McDonald's watching this, contact me and we'll do a commercial McDonald's. Let them know I did 26 years and all I craved was McDonald's. I come home, my lawyer picked me up out there in Adelanto, California, and asked me where I wanted to go eat. She told me all these fancy seafood places, these fancy steak places, and all I wanted was a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's after eating all those prison hamburgers for 20-something years. You know what I mean? Them little ass burgers. And I kept, you know, thinking about that quarter pounder with cheese, you know what I mean, with no pickles. You know what I mean? Because when you get it with no pickles, if y'all didn't know, when you order a quarter pounder with cheese with no pickles at McDonald's, they don't, you know, give you none of them joints that been sitting on the shelf waiting. They got to make them fresh because they can't pull the pickles off. You know what I mean? So that's how you get a freshly cooked, you know, quarter pounder. But anyway, see, the big homie, you know, Solo, he called me out in a racing match. He want to race me from one end of the soccer to the baseball field to the other. You know what I mean? I haven't ran in years. You know what I mean? I'm in there, I got my knife with me, I ain't got no reason to run. You understand what I'm saying? But we in the yard and we got a friendly little race match. So me and Solo get to racing and I get to running. I've always been like the fastest kid running in school. You know what I mean? In the top 5, top 3 type joint. You know what I mean? I'm Jamaican, so my legs them fast and my energy up. So we running and we racing, and I pull past Solo, and I'm going so fast, and I haven't ran in so long that when I went to stop, I tried to stop right away. My legs locked up, knee locked up, and I'm tumbled on the grass, and I rolled over, and everybody out there rolling, laughing. I'm racing the old man, and I'm falling over, busting my butt, rolling in the grass. You know what I mean? Because I haven't ran in so long, because like I said, we carry our big knife into the prison to make sure everything right for protection, not for causing the trouble. But that's how it is. So if something happened, you got to roll with your people. So that's why I tell you, don't get involved in a life of crime. None of that is worth it. You ain't trying to do that. Like I said, whenever something happens to Jamaicans, Kilo was there. When something happened to Crips, Kilo was there. You understand what I'm saying? And it didn't matter if he liked the dude that got into it or not. Because you cannot like somebody, and even if you don't like them, whatever it is, you're going to do what you got to do. If you don't like a person and they get into something with the ops, you got to put all that dislike in. If you're mad at your best friend and y'all feel like killing each other, whatever, or if it's a dude you just can't stand. You understand what I'm saying? You can't stand this dude, but he roll with your set. You know what I mean? On the East Coast, we call it crew. In the prison, we call it cars. So he roll with your car, but you can't stand him worth of nothing. But he go out there, he get into something. Now you got to put your knife on, you strap up and risk screwing your bit up to go fight for this dude. That's why you make sure you don't keep no crash dummies in your car. Crash dummies is the dudes that always get into something that make everybody else got to get in. And then the car crash and everybody got separated. Everybody get lost a good time and their time long and everything else. But you got to roll with your peoples. That's how that thing works. So don't say I didn't tell you. You know what I mean? So you don't never want no crash dummy in the car. And you got a crash dummy in the car. That's when you got to take him to sell and DP him. You know what I mean? That's when you give him a little, 2-on-3 or 3-on-2 or whatever on one. You know what I mean? 3-on-1, 2-on-1, and y'all in the set rumbling, or you just run him up top because you already know he gonna make the whole car crash. Meaning that's a dude that'll go borrow stamps, get weed, get wine, get cigarettes, get whatever on credit, and then don't want to pay. Crash dummy. Because now dude come, they want their money, they ready to push that knife, you got to hold him down, even though you know he wrong. So usually they step to whoever's in the car that they feel is reputable, that got a voice, and they say, look, your man owe me some money, he doing this and that, and I'm trying to see your man, you know what I mean? And then that's when you let him know, hold up, let me go talk to him, find out what's going on, go talk to him, he tell you whatever, you find out he wrong. So now you find out he wrong, you got to go back to them and let them know, look, the homie was wrong, we going to take care of it, we going to make sure you get paid, and we going to handle our own, because we're not going to have you putting your hands on one of our homies. The same way you're not going to have us putting our hands on one of yours. But right now, you right, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. You know what I mean? So now, for y'all youngins that's watching, make sure you like, subscribe to Unique Mecca Audio TV, man. You know what I mean? For those of y'all that's watching, the youngins, you already know. Now, could you imagine a dude done owe, a weed debt, a cigarette debt, a gambling debt, whatever, don't want to pay, dude's ready to stab him, you know what I mean? They roll on them, now you got to roll. Now I'm going to bring this to the street, because I like giving y'all the street code with that. The way it work in the street, me and my man can be mad as heck. You know what I mean? We ain't talking. We on the street. We both hustling. We doing our thing. We furious. We ain't talking. We can't stand each other at this minute. We ready to put hands on each other, but we never cross the line and do that. Never put your hands on your homie. You understand? Before you do that, you walk away from them so that y'all get some time to think. You know what I mean? But now, y'all done walked away from each other, need some time to think, and you still pissed off because you still thinking. But then the homie gets into something on the street. You understand what I'm saying? You got to put all that down and roll with your homie. Put all that down, roll with your homie. After y'all handle the business, whether it's a shootout or whatever on the street, or you're in jail and it happened in jail and it's a knife fight or whatever, after y'all take care of the ops, then you can go back to being mad at each other. But you can't say I'm mad at you right now, I'm not going to roll with you right now. You know what I mean? If you roll with me, you roll with me, and you roll it to the end. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless how we feel about each other at that moment. All right, so y'all got that jewel. Make sure y'all cop the book, man, at roaringharlem.com. Make sure y'all cop the book, A Roaring Harlem, at roaringharlem.com. You understand what I'm saying? Like and subscribe at Unique Mecca Audio TV. Unique Mecca Audio. Follow me on Instagram at Unique Mecca Audio on Instagram. If y'all trying to send me a message, y'all see I respond to over 90% of my comments on this YouTube channel. When y'all comment, I always respond to my comments. I do the same thing in my DM. So if anybody trying to get at me for anything, hit me in the DM. If it's something that you don't like that I'm doing, hit me in the DM. If it's something that you want me to do, put it on the comment and also hit me in the DM. You understand? I respond to my DMs, man. I know how to use it now. I respond to my DMs at Unique Mecca Audio. So anybody want to contact me, hit me up at Unique Mecca Audio at Instagram and at Facebook. I don't really check that as much, but I'm on Facebook at Unique Mecca Audio Hall. Mecca Audio is one name in the middle. That's the middle name. The last name is Hall. First name Unique, middle name Mecca Audio, last name Hall on Facebook. And I got another one on Facebook called Yui Mecca Audio. Again, one name and then Hall. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I was in prison, I'm going to tell you all about that too. How the SIS was on me because I was getting too much Facebook requests and all that. Sent on the call links and, mail sent in. They didn't like me communicating with the world. But I ain't care nothing about that. I'm surviving. I'm learning. I'm getting in touch with my people because Facebook is for reconnecting with your old friends. Even though I'm in prison, I definitely need to reconnect with them. I haven't seen them in 20 years. I haven't been outside the prison wall in 20 years. So I definitely need to reconnect. So how you going to cut me off from Facebook when I'm in prison? But they do it. I'm going to do a whole video on how that worked and how we maneuvered that. But that's what it is, man. So that was the introduction to my man Kilo. You know what I mean? The Rolling 60's, big rest in peace to Nipsey. Big shout out. You know what I mean? The Kaz, you know, C-Dog, Creep, Kilo, you know what I mean? Big U, you know what I mean? I talked to Big U for the first time on the phone today. It was a good conversation, good stand-up man. But you know what I mean? I met him through the big brother C-Dog. Just so you understand, you know, it's a big world, but it's a small world of men. You know what I mean? And we all connected one way or another because we cross paths, we do what we got to do, and we keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. I just want to give you all a quick little tap in. And remember, cop the merchandise. I'm going to send this over there to my man Creep so they can do their embroidery joint so you get your joint. You understand what I'm saying? You already know you have the right to remain silent. In the hood, we just say shut the F up. All right? Remember that. So I'm telling you, don't get involved in a life of crime. You understand what I'm saying? If you choose to get in a life of crime, make sure you know to follow the rules. Don't say you didn't know the rules, because the rules is right here at Unique Mecca Audio. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you, don't get involved in it so you don't have to make the choice, and we ain't got to have the conversation as far as to tell or not tell, because you ain't getting involved, so you ain't got to worry about it, and you can say you're 100% civilian, and you handling your business, and you're not putting yourself in a situation to have to, you know, tell or not tell. You understand? Me, I screwed my life up. I violated the community. I poisoned the community. I did all that. I apologized to the community for when I came out of prison. And this is how I've been giving back to the community. This is more valuable what I'm giving to the community than any monetary gain. Because you can put up all the money in the world. People steal the money, put the money in the wrong things, and don't do what they need to do. But this wisdom, go forever. These jewels are priceless. You understand? But remember, I respond to my Instagram at Unique Mecca Audio, man. You know what I mean? Keep everything respectful. I'm respectful. If you don't like me, say, nah, I mean, or whatever it is that you don't like, you can put up on the comments. We laugh about it and we do all of that. But don't get disrespectful on the joint, because you don't want me to get disrespectful on the joint. I don't want to get disrespectful on the joint. But if it's something you don't like, you know, be a man about it and hit me in the DM. I'm inviting you to hit me in the DM. And we kick it, build it. Either, you know, we can agree to disagree, you know what I mean? Or, you know, we just say, forget it or whatever. So don't say I didn't tell you, man. That's what it is, you know? So I'm going to teach y'all how we roll. You got a problem with a person, you know, throw it up there on social media and say this and that, when you got access to his DM. So I'm giving y'all access to my DM at Unique Mecca Audio, man. And don't forget, like I said, cop the book of Raw in Harlem. It is what it is. I'm going to bring some people up here to talk about the book, how they felt about the book. It got 5 stars over on Amazon. I got the audio book. My man Jonathan over there at Sugar Hill Studios is putting the joint together. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Leland Robinson. They putting the joint together now, mastering it, mix it down to get it right for Amazon, because Amazon real picky how they want their joint delivered. But I'm going to get it done and delivered to you. I got sound effects and everything in it. Y'all done heard the promo and all that. So that cost me money, so that's why I'm charging what I'm charging for the book. So that's the same thing as y'all giving a donation because y'all like the content. You understand what I'm saying? So just remember, it is what it is, man. And big shout out to the big Lou's in New York. That's Homicide Lou. You know what I mean? AKA Lou Sims. And my brother, Gangster Lou. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, Peter Shue, Kevin Childs. You understand what I'm saying? Pretty Tone Capone. You know what I mean? And all the other gangsters in New York. My man Mo Grime. Let's not forget him. You understand what I'm saying? My brother. You understand? And big shout out to DC. Let me give DC they love, because I haven't spoke on DC in a minute. We got my man Larry Moe. We got my man Rat. We got my man ER. You understand? We got LA. You know, we got the young twin out there doing what he got to do. And big shout out to credible messages that a lot of us work for, trying to stop the youth from doing what they're doing. My channel is about giving y'all good, positive content that's going to prevent the youth from going down the wrong path to try and save it. Because one of the one brother that all I care about is saving one. That one brother I saved might be the one that would have killed your family member if he wouldn't have watched Unique Mecca Audio. God forbid. That one that I saved may be the one that would have killed your family member. So that's how you look at what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. I know this channel, this message is different, but it's unique because I'm unique and it's real. All right? So now, I done said all I got to say. So this is where I'm getting ready to tap out.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Out the can of 26, heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the